I'm 76 years old. Last month, while cleaning out my father's desk, 6 years after his funeral, I found an envelope with my name on it. He wrote it the night his heart stopped. I wasn't supposed to read it this late. My name is Margaret, and my father, he was 73 when he died. Cardiac arrest, April 15th, 2018. Gone before I could get to the hospital. We had a complicated relationship. He worked constantly, 70-hour weeks. I resented him for it. We barely spoke the last years of his life. But this letter, it's dated April 14th, 2018, the night before he died, like he knew. And what he wrote? It shattered everything I thought about him, about my own life, about the decades I wasted being angry. I need to share this, not just the letter, but what happened after he wrote it, because I finally understand what he was trying to tell me all those years, but I figured it out 6 years too late. The envelope was tucked inside his old business planner, brown, coffee-stained. My mother never went through his office. Too painful. Said she couldn't touch his things. It just sat there for 6 years while I kept living the same way he did. The letter starts, "Maggie, if you're reading this, I'm gone, and I never got to tell you I'm sorry. I had to stop reading. Put it down. Walk away. My father never apologized, not once. This is not who he was. He didn't do emotions, didn't do vulnerability, but I picked it back up. And what he wrote next. I wasted half my life, and the worst part? I taught you to waste yours too. You're still angry at me, still alone, still working yourself to death. And I don't know how to fix what I broke." He was right then, and I'm still doing it. He wrote about the night of his first heart attack. April 2000, I remember it, fresh out of grad school. Working late at my first real job. Didn't visit him in the hospital for 3 days because I had a presentation. He wrote, "I was lying in that hospital bed, tubes in my arms, and all I could think was, I don't know my daughter. I built a career and lost a child. She's young, smart, driven, exactly like me, and it terrifies me. But here's the thing that broke me. I saw you 3 days later. You were exhausted, dark circles under your eyes, and you apologized for not coming sooner. You said, 'I'm sorry, Dad. Work has been crazy.' And Maggie, I wanted to scream. I wanted to grab you and say, 'Stop! You're making my mistake. You're throwing away your life the same way I threw away mine.' But I didn't say anything. Because how could I? I taught you this." I don't remember that conversation. I don't even remember what presentation was so important, but I remember he seemed distant, disappointed maybe. I thought he was judging me for not coming sooner. He wasn't judging. He was grieving. My father spent almost 2 decades after that heart attack trying to change. The letter, it's like a diary of his regrets. Things he tried to tell me, things I didn't hear. He talks about Sunday dinners he skipped, my college graduation where he took work calls in the parking lot, the time I called him crying about my divorce and he said, "Can I call you back? I'm in a meeting." That phone call, I remember that. I hung up thinking, that's why Mom left him. That's why I'm alone. Because we learned from him. But the part that's haunting me now, Maggie, you're still single after the divorce, still working 70-hour weeks, still telling yourself you'll slow down next year. I see you making every mistake I made, and I don't know how to stop you. I tried talking to you last Sunday, asked if you were happy. You said, "I'm fine, Dad," but you looked hollow, like I used to look, and I didn't know what to say. He wrote that years before he died, and he was right. I wasn't fine. I was miserable, but I was too proud to admit it, too busy to stop and feel it. The letter gets harder to read near the end, his handwriting shaky, like he knew his time was running out. I'm 73 tonight. Had chest pains earlier. Didn't tell your mother. Took some aspirin. Probably should call the doctor, but I need to write this first. If this is it, if tonight is my last night, I need you to know something. Success is a lie. I made partner, bought the house, earned respect, awards on the wall, money in the bank, and Maggie? None of it mattered. Not one bit. Your Uncle Robert died last month, brain aneurysm. At his funeral, his son said, "My father was successful, but I barely knew him." And Maggie, that's what you'll say about me tomorrow. And I deserve it. I did say that. Almost word for word. At his funeral, standing there, looking at his casket. And I said to my cousin, he was a successful man, but I barely knew him. And my father, he predicted it. Days before he died. The last page, he made a list, written in shaky handwriting. Some words crossed out, rewritten. Things I'll never do. Take Maggie to Paris, like I promised when she was a child. Fix things with my brother Tom. We haven't spoken in 15 years over something stupid. Write the book about the war. Started it decades ago, never finished. Tell Maggie I was proud of her. Not for her job title, just for existing. Meet grandchildren. She'll probably never have kids now. Too late. And that's my fault. Spend one full day doing absolutely nothing. Learn to paint like Mom wanted me to. Say, "I love you," without it feeling awkward. And at the bottom, underlined twice, "Don't make this list, Maggie. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until your heart is giving out and there's an envelope you'll never get to seal." He died hours after writing that. April 15th, 2018, early morning. I was asleep. I had ignored his call the night before because I was finishing work emails. He called me late. I saw it. Let it go to voicemail. Thought, I'll call him back tomorrow. There was no tomorrow. 3 years older than my father ever got to be. He never made it past 73, and I finally see what he saw. I spent decades being angry at my father for choosing work over me. And then I did the exact same thing for years after he died. No kids, never remarried after the divorce, no close friends, just work, just climbing, just waiting for someday. Last month, my doctor found an irregularity in my EKG, heart arrhythmia, genetic, same thing that killed my father. And I'm lying there in the cardiologist's office, electrodes being attached to my chest. And all I can think is, I never went to Paris, never fixed things with him before he died, never wrote my book, never called him back that last night. The trip to Japan I was going to take next year for 2 decades, still haven't gone. The pottery class I wanted to try, still on the list. The friend I meant to reconnect with after she moved, she died years ago, breast cancer. I found out from Facebook, went to her memorial service, barely recognized anyone there, realized I let everyone go. My father's letter ends with one sentence, written in all capitals, "Don't let your dreams die with you, Maggie. I'm taking mine to the grave tomorrow." And he did. Listen to me. My father died before his time. I'm living years he never got, and I wasted 6 of those years not even reading his letter. If you're young, if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, you think you have time. You think you'll do it later. But later becomes never. You tell yourself after this promotion, after I save more money, after the kids grow up, after I retire, after, and then one day you're holding a letter from your dead parent and you realize you wasted it, all of it. Your parents, they're getting older right now, today, this minute, while you're watching this. How old are they? 60? 70? You don't have as much time as you think. Call them. Not next week, today, right now. Tell them something real. Ask them something you've always wondered. Say, I love you, even if it feels awkward. Because one day you'll find a letter. Or you won't. And you'll wish you had. That trip you keep postponing, book it. Tonight. Not when you retire. Not when you have more money. Now. That person you've been meaning to forgive? Do it now. Pride isn't worth dying with. That thing you're afraid to try? Fear is just time running out in disguise. You think you have forever. You don't. Nobody does. My father didn't. Your parents won't. You won't. Every morning I wake up, I think this is a day Dad never saw, and I'm not wasting it anymore. I'm 76 years old. I found my father's letter 6 years too late, but maybe I found it right on time. Because if I had read it when he died and kept living the same way, kept working, kept postponing, kept waiting for someday, I'd be writing the same letter he did and leaving the same regrets. So I booked the flight. Paris. Next month. Dad's coming with me in a small urn in my backpack. Decades late. But better late than never, right? I'm bringing his letter with me. Gonna read it at the Eiffel Tower. The place he promised to take me when I was young. He'll finally keep his promise. And I'll finally keep mine. Don't wait for a letter. Don't wait for a heart attack. Don't wait until it's too late. The clock is ticking right now for all of us. What are you going to do with your time?